The Good Neighbor Homeless Shelter, located in Cartersville, Georgia, is like no other. It's a home in a neighborhood just like yours, providing men, women, and families in time of need with temporary shelter, physical, emotional, and spiritual support. Through volunteers and your donations and ongoing projects at the shelter, a new computer library was built, allowing their guests an opportunity to further their education and to have a more extensive way of searching for employment. The Good Neighbor Shelter provides a future for those in dire need and gives hope to the homeless.
We serve lots of different types of individuals from our community. Some of our guests just have been working and they were living a paycheck to paycheck, like a lot of us are right now. Didn't have any savings, so the minute they lost their employment, then they quickly lost their housing and had nowhere to turn. We also serve a lot of families that seem to just be victims of how stressful the economy is right now. Families that have been pushed and pushed and pushed so hard because of periods of lack of employment, periods of not having housing. The stress becomes so much that someone ends up leaving the rest of the family and looking for somewhere to go. We also serve a lot of guests in our drug court program here in Bartow County. Judge Scott Smith oversees that program, and a lot of the men and women in that program that don't have a healthy environment to return to. First, I want you to talk to me a little bit about your experience at the shelter.
Okay, well, I mean, the shelter's been a life-changing experience for me, because, like, before I came there, you know what I'm saying, I used to think a lot of negative things, you know what I mean, that I didn't really think it's positive as I think now, you know what I mean, and to me, the shelter is a blessing to me and whoever else walks through the door. Because, like I said, everybody that comes through there, the whole staff is open arms, you know, caring, loving.
So Nancy, tell me a little bit about your stay here at the shelter.
I love it here at the shelter. They are all angels. Miss Teresa is so easy to talk to. Miss Jessica, she's helped me on one of my goals of quit smoking. She's made a lot of effort in doing that, and I'm going to be really sad to have to go, but I'm excited to, because being out on my own is something I've never really done. I've started my own bank account for the first time, and it's all because of the shelter.
Tell me about some of the things you hope you're able to accomplish in the future.
Well, I've lost custody of my son, and so I'm going to regain that when I get through with the program that I'm in right now.
Good Neighbor Homeless Shelter was founded in 1996. We serve men, women, and families 365 days a year. In 2011, we served over 500 people for the first time ever. All of our guests have to be drug and alcohol free. They also have to be job searching or working during their stay. They have up to 4 weeks to find employment, and then as long as they're working, they can stay up to a total of 12 weeks. I am amazed every single day by the things that our guests accomplish while they're here, how many of them find employment, how many of them are able to find new places to call home when they leave. Good Neighbor Homeless Shelter is almost entirely funded locally by people like you who support the shelter and support our guests. We only receive about 5% government funding of any kind. All of the rest of the funds are raised here in Bartow County to support men and women and families who need help. I am so thankful for our generous community and for all of the churches and individuals, small businesses, and foundations that support what we do and make our work possible. To get more information, you can go to our website, www.goodneighborshelter. You can make donations on our website. You can also contact the shelter at any time.